Hey everyone, welcome back to more Premier Drafts at the Forgotten Realms. We got 6 wins last time with a deck that I don't think should have gone 6 wins, so, a matter of fact, if that person with Mordecane played properly, it would have gone 3. So we are hopeful, and we are getting lucky, and we are going to hopefully get more lucky as we continue. Also, let's get good while we're at it. What? My phone just made a noise as if there was an announcement, but there was no announcement. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, Forgotten Realms. It's strange because, like, mechanically, Strixhaven was my favorite draft format, but, like, I'm starting to really enjoy this format as well. It's a great set. I enjoy it. Yeah. Ready. Don't be the blueberry that leaves the other 7 waiting, please. Awesome. Alright, let's see if we go treasure chest. Nah, not doing treasure chest. So Druid class is basically, if you can gain life, it's a good card. If gaining life is good for you, it's a good card. Wow, we have a lot of blue. So I figured out when drafting blue, there's a lot of common 3-drops. So you really can just like leave your 3-drop open if you end up going blue. So I think I'm just going to pick the dungeon map, because it doesn't force us down any color. The Grim Wanderer is like, you have to get in a good position. By the time you can play it, they're going to have 3-2s and 3-3s. So I don't really like it. Druid class. Like level 1, basically level 1 has to be good for you for this card to be good. The fact that level 5 is good is just a good thing. Level 2 means not much at all, basically. The ramp, this is not a format where you can draw enough lands for the ramp to matter. It's not a landfall format, you know. I predict 7-0 today. I'm optimistic. I hope that your optimism is correct. I think, how about 7-2? Can we go with 7-2? I can respect a 7-2 a bit more, believe it or not. Alright. Lair of the Hydra is a pretty great to leave our mana open. Again, a lot of blue is just being offered in common slot. So they took a uncommon. Shisra, Dragon's Disciple, or Lair of the Hydra. So, Shisra is very much me saying, if I take this card, is me saying, hey, I might not be green-black, but if I am, this is an awesome card advantage engine. And I think, yeah, if I'm black-red, I can splash green for this. If I'm green-blue, I can splash black for this. I think I can manage to put Shisra into my decks. Lair of the Hydra is also nice. Not gonna deny, I could just pick Lair of the Hydra, be safe. But yeah, that's the attitude we need. I agree with you, Target Face, I agree with you. So, it's Shisra, or Lair of the Hydra? That's the big question. Yeah, I think that it just requires too much mana for Lair of the Hydra to work. And I could splash in a color to get a card advantage in anything like that. Alright. So they just picked a rare and an uncommon, so no telling about the colors. Faraday's Fireball might just be the pick because it's a 5 damage removal. Yeah, we're not saying we're black-green. We can splash one color and make that work. So I'm thinking it's either Red Dragon, Faraday's Fireball, or Ray of Frost. And I'm gonna... So I found that Red Dragon really doesn't do what it needs to do. It's supposed to be the top end for a very aggressive red deck, which I'm not good at drafting, versus Faraday's Fireball, which is a removal and a card for aggressive decks. So I'm actually going to put Faraday's Fireball above Red Dragon. Do I put it above Ray of Frost? No. No, I don't think I put it above Ray of Frost because this is still 5 mana versus 2. Alright. Death Priest of Merkul is a card that can win you games. Dragon's Fire is also amazing. The fact that Dragon's Fire made this, but its uncommons are... Also, if these two are the cards that made it around, Dragon's Fire and Death Priest of Merkul, that tells you that those colors are pretty good darn open. So I'm going to go with the Death Priest for now. Just stick with the uncommons. But I got to keep in mind there's a Dragon's Fire. There's such good cards. Okay, Owlbear versus Green Dragon. Gosh, how do you... Are you guys letting me know green is open? Because I am more than happy to take green. I just need to figure out whether I want the dragon or the Owlbear. I honestly think the Owlbear is better. The green dragon is nice, but I want to get card advantage first and win conditions second. There are plenty big beaters in green. I want card advantage first. So I'm going to grab Owlbear over the green dragon, but like, oh my gosh, green is open. Alright. So Raven Feeblement's a good card. It's a removal. So is Underdark Basilisk. But this is a 1-mana removal. This is a combat trick or a kill shot. So I think I'm going to go with Array. And it looks like black-green. The packs, they've just been passing them to me. I really appreciate it. Faraday's Fireball again. Sea Curse Idol. Do I pick Faraday's? Do I say I can... There's also You Hear Something on Watch, which I really like. Curse Idol, I do like having one in my deck, but never more than one starts becoming an issue. I think I look for Thieves I could splash into black-green. So like Faraday's Fireball is stronger than You Hear Something on Watch. But You Hear Something on Watch can be splashed more easily. So I'm going to go with the Watch. Alright. And suddenly all the black-green dries up. That's okay. That's okay. We'll grab a double blue in case blue is available, because none of these are really good. Except for Tiger Tribe Hunter, and we just cannot... We passed up the Faraday's. If Faraday's comes back in one of the pick 9s and stuff, then we can support red, but I actually want to force someone to tell them, hey, red's open, take it. Get away from my colors. I have the Beholder, I'm just taking it. I think our black is strong. I don't think this is a deck that wants Soul Knife Spy. If it is, it wants Shocking Grasp as well. Does it want Direwolf Prowler? I think it wants removal first. The fact that I even technically have ramp. Oof. But yeah, this Shisra, the Owlbear, and the Death Priest all being passed to me feels like a pretty good signal that I can get I can actually get this color combination. Alright, I don't want to run Plummet, so I think we actually take the You Find a Villain's Lair in case splashing blue is our path. Alright. Spiked Pit Trap? Yeah, I think it's the Spiked Pit Trap. Like Faraday's Fireball, this just costs one more buzz of any color, and it could get me treasure tokens at times. But yeah, the fact that Faraday's Fireball rotated tells me that red might be open as well. Like, that was a pick 10 Faraday's, okay? That was an insane pack if Faraday's made it all the way through. I think that tells me that I could splash red here and not actually get in trouble. Find the path. I mean, maybe the ramp is worthwhile. It's the same as Clever Conjurer, except it ventures instead of being a body. To find the paths might be a little ambitious. Forsworn Paladin. So this card did not perform as well as I hoped, and we are offered a purple worm. So I think we just take the purple worm. Forsworn Paladin's not bad, but it just isn't good, is how I would explain it. It's still just one attack each time, and just so much mana sink to activate all those abilities, and you just can't spend that mana so early on. And if you can't spend late game mana, just get a late game card, you know, like Purple Worm. Alright, we also got a Faneblade, a Windseeker. We got a lot of good things coming back around to us. Red with improvised weaponry and stuff. I am going to be ready. Let's see. Oh my god, Owlbear. Second Owlbear, guys. Second Owlbear. Yeah, greens, I think... Okay, to be fair, that was pick 2, but I think green's pretty open. We have a Spoils of the Hunt. We need more removal. That sounds great. If we cut out a color, it's probably black. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only have 4. Oh, but then we just got the best black card advantage card in this game. So, yeah, Skullport Merchant can win. I've had Skullport Merchant win games on its own. So, I guess we're taking Skullport Merchant. Either that or it's start going red, but I think we're going Skullport first. Hey, I got a green dragon anyways. I appreciate it. I like my green dragons. Alright. I don't know. Either way, we're not blue enough to want these cards right now. Underdark Basilisk I like because I have very little 2-drops. So it's a 2-drop that helps me get into my late game Green Dragon, Purple Worm, and all of that. Yep. I will need better 3-drops. Find a Path definitely is not a good 3-drop. So, question is, Horde Robber or Direwolf Prowler? I feel like Direwolf Prowler is better if we're an aggressive deck and we are pushing in pressure. Horde Robber is better if... Well, actually, they're both better for that serve deck. It's just a question of, do I want the 2-drop over the 3-drop that allows me to invest mana to become stronger? Or I could just Ray of Frost. Yeah. I think we're going to say that we could still splash blue and get some stuff there. Do I actually go for the Wizard class again? That's the big question. So let's see. If I remove these two... Let's see. Auto select tells me Wizard class. Alright. I'm not so sure about this. The fact that I have... These double blues, I don't think I could splash it, basically. You know, actually, it might just be blue-green and I splash in black. I don't know which combination it is, but we're definitely green. My people that I'm playing with have made it clear that green is available. And black is not available. It's also been making it clear black's not available, other than if black-white. Anyways, I'm going to pick a flying threat, because Ginny Windseer as a scry is good, as a body is good, and then it has flying. So it's evasion, it's card decision, it's just a good body as well. Alright. Do I take out the best Death Priest of Merkle, add in the Charm Sleeps, and then you find a Villain Lairs? Alright, it auto-selects Charm Sleep. Let's go with that and say we're not splashing black. We're just splashing black instead of blue. Do I pick another Spike Pick Trap? Herald of Adar I don't think is strong enough. No, not that one. So this is a question of Air Cult or Spike Pit, and I actually think the removal is a bit stronger. Even though it's bad removal technically. Manticore Counterspell. Yeah, I think we pick the 4-drop, actually. Actually, sure, we'll grab Air Cult Elemental. We'll try it out. I have never played that card. Clever Conjurer over you find a Villain's Lair. We do want a Hill Giant Herd Gorger or something of that nature, if we can. Loyal Warhound, but white's not open, so we don't get tempted by all of this. Whoever got red probably feels really happy. Man, I've been loving Usia Guard approach. I have a second Death Priest. We are at 23 cards, by the way. Let's pull out all the cards that I think are bad. Or possibly not good enough. Oh, there's a white card in here. Alright, so we have 20 playables. So with this... How many creatures? 10 creatures. Alright. So I'm going to go with the Death Priest, and it's a bit sus, but if I get 2 Death Priests, and then I just, like, I can start sacrificing... Alright. Trickster's Talisman or Black Dragon. Let me look at my late game. So I have Green Dragon, Purple Worm. Owlbear isn't... I'm not really counting as late game because it draws cards. It's mid to late game card advantage. Grim Bounty's also just a kill shot, which makes the black combination good. But this is also a kill shot a lot of the times. Yeah, Green Dragon, Black Dragon. And this one's a creature attached to it versus... Yep. I'm going to go with Black Dragon, but definitely could be argued. I mean, I knew green was open, but a second Purple Worm. Black Dragon might be a mistake now. Alright, I'll see you later. See you later, Cracket Style. I'm just, like, a second Purple Worm, and while I'm still shocked about a second Purple Worm, my mouse just auto-hovers over Owlbear. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Faneblade. Yeah, looking at my stuff, it looks like my problem is I need more 2-drops. I literally should just pick early game whenever possible, because it's early game. Alright, I'm picking the Fane Blade over the Trickster Talisman. We have too much late game right now. Trickster Talisman is good. It would replace the Wizard class, but it's like, right now I just need early game. Yep. Ooh. Fight of Villains. Hired Hexblade is just a 2-drop. It's a 2-mana 2/2. Okay? Like, it doesn't need to be anything more. Gosh. Zombie... I might play Scaled Herbalist because it's a 2-mana 1/3. And no other reason. Yeah, we have more than enough late game. We have more than enough late game. We just need to make sure we don't die in the early game. Got some slow drafters today. I appreciate the slow drafters. I should be a slower drafter, personally. Let's see. I'm just going to see if I pull out blue entirely. Is it appreciative? We have no splashing combination stuff. 50 feet of rope is nice if I get a bunch of lands. Dryad is good to ramp me. And it looks like, yeah, with 3 Owlbears, 2 purple worms, I think a ramp deck is perfectly acceptable. I'm actually going to pick the Dryad over the other one. Alright. I think we don't splash and we just pick another Pit Trap. Because we're going to just basically get to late game and you win in the late game is my theme. You see a guard approach I definitely would want if I was blue, but I don't think we're blue. Alright, there we are. That's 23 cards. And I think because we have such heavy top end, I think we are, yeah, we're a ramp deck, sort of. Pick the Price of Loyalty just to prevent someone else from getting it, really. Shocking Grasp in case we do end up being blue. Frost Giant. Awesome. Alright, so that's our deck. This might be our deck. Let me just look. So I might kill spells first off. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can grab an Eye of Beholder for another kill spell. And is Eye of the Beholder better than Spiked Pit Trap? Yeah. Top end is so heavy with 3 Owlbears, but the Owlbears draw other cards, like other Owlbears. So definitely, yeah, top end is heavy, not going to deny that. So we just need to make sure we have good early game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 early game plays. Neverwinter Dryad's ramp, and they could be sacrifices for the death triggers of our 4-drops. Dungeon Map is ramp. Spoils of the Hunt is kill spell, especially with Fane Blade as another death toucher. Spiked Pit Traps can be sacrificed for Skullport Merchant, which is something Eye of the Beholder can't say. The 5-mana black card is actually pretty decent. Oh, the Herald of... Oh, it's a... Yeah, duh, it's a 5-mana 4/4. Alright, but if I put that in, what would I pull out? Talk about the Vampire. Oh. Did we get offered the 5-mana 4/4 Vampire? Because if we were offered that and we didn't pick it, that was an obvious mistake. Did I maybe get blinded by an Owlbear? Like, I feel like I would have seen that. This is Mana Sink. Let's see. So we also need Mana Sinks. And we have 1, 2 Mana Sinks right now. Alright. Yeah, we'll make out 1 Spike Pit Trap for the Herald of Hadar. We have 18 creatures, 5 non-creatures. Because, yeah, if there's a ramp deck, I think this is the ramp deck. Which is kind of funny because we're not playing Find the Path, because I still do not like Find the Path. How many okay, so I do want to keep track. So I have 1 treasure. I have 3 treasure makers. Oh, it's a Warlock. Yep. So I have 3 treasure makers. 1 venture, but it's a constant venture. Yep. So this is my only venture trigger. That is worth noting. So is Find the Path good? My general answer is it's strictly worse than Neverwinter Dryad. So, oh, is the latency super huge? Oof. Hopefully that's not an issue. Alright. Well, let's begin Golgari ramp. Whew. See how this deck fares? We don't have many early game, but all of our early game, like, trails into late game. This is an early game card. This is a Spike Pick. Yeah. So I'm just going. I have a 1-drop, 2-drop. With a Swamp, this is going to be our 3-drop. Awesome. And it has Flash, in case anyone's wondering why I'm not playing it right now. Alright. Ooh, they have Hall of Sword Giants. Gotta be ready for that. Spike Pit Trap does not kill that. Eye of the Beholder would have, but that's okay. Alright, so even if one of their creatures dies, Death Priest actually triggers, which is awesome. Hama. Alright. So I think I attack, making them... yeah, I think as long as I keep my mana untapped, I have a free Rave Enfeeblement. The question is that better than just playing Owlbear? No. Oh! This is a free Rave Enfeeblement, period. I'll kill Hama on another turn, I think. I didn't realize this card was white as well, so... Ooh, they're white-blue. Yep. Realized that afterwards. I don't need to attack to do a combat trick, I just kill. Which is awesome, because if I draw a land, I can Rave Enfeeblement, Purple Worm, and this game's basically over. Alright. Do you have a counter? Do I Spike Pit Trap to kill Hama in response? That's the big question. Nah. So here's the theme. Now I can attack with Owlbear. Alright. And... let's see. Do I want to kill that in... That actually put me in a pretty bad position. I actually really wanted that treasure so I can trigger Death Priest. That sucks in several ways. That was several problems. Yeah, they had a good combat trick there. Alright, they Charm Sleep my Owlbear. I'm okay with that. I have a sack outlet deeper in my deck. Oof. Oh, I could just play this. I'm going to attack with a Scaled Herbalist. I'm going to say they think I have a combat trick, and they're going to let it through. Yep. And I could Purple Worm, and they have their mana tapped out, so they can't deal with it. I just realized they're at 4 lands, so... Moonblessed Cleric. Or if there's any enchantment worth grabbing. Minimus Containment. I see. 1, 2, 3... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So I have enough to flash in a Spike Pit Trap, kill something, and trigger Death Priest of Merkle. If they Delver's Torch equip, they cannot Minimus Containment the Purple Worm, which is good enough in my book. Alright. They just gave up, decided I was too far in advantage. Yep. Death Priest has the ability to just trigger into great win conditions, so I do recognize why they left. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all my 4-drops are good. There's only 3 4-drops, and yeah, all of them are, if I have the board, I'm winning. Which is a little issue because I only have so many creatures to give me the board, but then it's like, if I can play this, they just sit there, and then I play my actual beaters. But yeah, that is a little concerning that we have a big top end, but not a very good low end. Oof. Alright, so we have a Ray for the first turn. We then have a Yuan-Ti Faneblade, and with a single land, we can Shistra, turn the Faneblade into a kill shot. And they're white, so my Rays actually kills things. So if they play like Steadfast Paladin, I'm probably just going to kill it. Nope. Alright. So they're white-green, we're black-green. Been liking green. So yeah, if they play a creature here... Alright. Yeah, this right now is the only time when that's going to get triggers, I feel. If they make a land into a massive creature, we might still be able to kill it with Shistra forcing a block. So if they play 2 lands, I try to get a 6/6, I can force... Oh, they can actually tap it for mana, so they can avoid forcing to block with it. Me forcing them to block with it. So yeah, Druid class, just because I went slow, is actually applying the pressure. It's pretty good for them. Oh, that's already forced to block. So here's the question. If I want to attack, I could turn it into a 1/2. It's going to be attacking me next turn, I know that much. Do I just play Shistra to get myself a card draw? Yeah, I could save the Ray to be an actual kill spell. We are against a white deck. So, yeah, let's use this, get myself an actual card draw. That thing is double forced to block, so... Happy with that. And we get a card draw. I'm okay losing a little life for it. And yep, this is one of those things where the Neverwinter Dryad does sack itself to get that land, so... It actually works still. Alright, if that thing ever becomes big, we just get a one-shot pretty easily. Alright. I'm actually going to attack first, see how they respond with the Ingenious Smith. They're a lot of life, but they're also at very few cards. Ooh, ooh. Alright, so we lost her, but now we just play Death Priest of Merkle. And get ourselves a skeleton army. Alright. Well, Raven Feeblement kills a white dragon, which feels good. Feels good, man. Alright. So just kill that now. I don't want to play Herald because I need my mana open to actually use Death Priest's ability. Awesome, so I could play Spike Pit Trap, still block the Neverwinter Dryad, and sacrifice it to get myself an additional land for Black Dragon. Like, I think the Druid class is kind of threatening, pulling out a 6/6 at will, but I think we're still in the driver's seat nonetheless. Oh, they're just tapping to make sure they create a creature land of the land that's still around. Yep, fair enough. Attacking. Alright. Block. And then I could sacrifice it, get myself a forest. We'll play the Spike Pit Trap now. Alright. So I could play this, still create another skeleton. I like that. Look at that. And even if they play a land, Spike Pit Trap plus Skeleton is enough to kill. So I can actually attack in with all the skeletons plus Death Piece of Merkle. Or except all of the cards except for Death Piece of Merkle. 8 damage. Do I care about that? I might start caring. Yeah, if they have a way to give it flying, I'm going to start caring about that. So I'm a block now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. Alright, so we're 1 mana off playing Herald and having Spike Pit Trap active. But I think that's fine. I will keep 1 skeleton to block. And we'll bring them, we'll approach lethal on them. Yep. Green seems like they have the neat cards. Yeah, there's a lot of cards in this set that are neat that I haven't been playing because so many of my decks have been blue. So I've been watching someone else play, and apparently there's a theme that apparently blue has a lot of really good commons, but they force you to commit to blue, and blue doesn't have as many good uncommons or rares as other colors. So blue is like a safe place to be, but not really a strong place to be. So all of the cool cards are in other cooler colors. Alright, well, we have a Spike Pit Trap, we have an Underdark Basilisk. That's a good-looking Plains, by the way. M21? That's actually really surprising for me. Alright, I'm going to leave my Basilisk up to block the Steadfast Paladin. Oof. And I need to draw a land here. Honestly, if I could just draw lands for a little while, that'd be actually really appreciated. Alright. With the Celestial Unicorn now here, I think I leave my Underdark Basilisk. I'm going to be blocking the Unicorn, not the Paladin. Which is unfortunate that I'm in this position, but... Oh. Found a solution. Maybe if I ever try MTG Arena again, I'll try green. I went blue and did not enjoy it. So hopefully I want them to commit 1 more card into Celestial Unicorn, which I think they'll do. Alright. I'm okay with this attack. Not getting a land definitely sucks for me. Alright. Alright, so they're going to venture. Let's let them scry first, thinking their Celestial Unicorn's their big bomb. Yep, because they're scrying. Alright, they put bottom. Creature you control, target creature and opponent controls. Alright. Really getting peeved by not drawing an additional land here. I'm gonna attack with Basilisk. I'm okay blocking with Paladin with the 2-2, and they might be foolish enough to block with Cloister Gargoyle. It's not doing much being left up. He's not playing a You Hear Something on Watch right now, so... yeah. I'll see your combat trick. I'll raise you a combat trick. As far as I care, this is still a 1-for-1. Yep. You hear sit down watch was eaten up. I appreciate it. There we are. Alright. We're still at the beginning of the Lost Mines, so they're not going to be triggering that anytime soon. Basilisk should hold them off pretty well. Lair of the Hydra is pretty threatening, can't deny that. It's a 4/4 at will. Second Death Priest, because we didn't get lands. So Ray of Enfeeblement is actually really strong here. Because I can Ray the Paladin, turn that 2/2 into, you know, basically if anything dies during my turn, I'm in a good spot. Alright, so they're going to level that up. Makes sense. These are not good positions to be. These are not good positions to be. We are 1 mana off all of these cards plus Spike Pit Trap. Plus they have Lair of the Hydra, which can become a 5/5. So they can attack, make a massive Lair of the Hydra. Yep. Paladin class is great in this late game scenario, especially when your opponent couldn't do anything. Great. If they attack with a Steadfast Paladin, do I even have a way to kill it? Or do I just take 6 damage? I think I just take 6 damage if they attack with a Steadfast. But yeah, that's the sort of position I'm in right now, and I really don't like it. Alright. So I can Neverwinter Dryad, sack it for a forest, and use it to create 2 skeletons with Death Priest Miracle and the treasure token. I think that's my best play. Even though it seems like such a poor play. Yeah, proves that the Neverwinter is my best card right now. Yep, make myself a bit more threatening. Puts the Basilisk in a portable hole? Yep, makes sense. Seems legit. Fortunately, if they attack with a Steadfast Paladin, I could double block to kill, and if they attack... Yeah, if they attack with that and nothing else... Yeah, I have plays still. I have plays. Thank God I still have plays. If I get a land, I might just Pit Trap the Paladin, and then use the treasure token and the swamp to create 2 more skeletons. But that land wrecking was definitely an issue, and now if they multi-attack, we are an even more issue. And they have a +1/+1 to all creatures spell. Just flat out, you wouldn't make this move if you didn't have it. Yep, 6/6 Double Striker. Alright, so whatever I block is going to get +1/+1. I have to remember that. So, if I double block here, I can kill that and not lose anything additional. I can block this and kill it and lose nothing at all. I kill, block, I die, block, I die. So yeah, I think I block Lair of the Hydra. Skullport blocks here. And I have to block the Lurking Roper like this. Unfortunate. I just realized, if he maps it out properly, he can actually, because I just realized the Death Priests are pumping my skeletons, so I can actually die here from I should have blocked the Steadfast Paladin. Why didn't I? Oh, because then these wouldn't die properly. Alright. Fortunately, the Lair of the Hydra dies with it. Alright. So I can kill the Steadfast Paladin, get a treasure token, and get a Death Priest of Merkel back up. That's my best play right now. Kind of a sad play, but it's my best play right now. No attacks. There we go. They only have 2 creatures, and if they attack with a Lurking Roper, it's pretty hard to untap it. Oh my gosh, I just realized they have 40 life. I just now realized how much life gain they've been getting. Well, I think that closes out the game. A flyer. Unless I get another Spike Pit Trap. Alright, so they're attacking with both. If they need a bump, yep, they should have bumped the Cloister Gargoyle like they did here. Yep, we didn't get our lands in time. I'm not saying they don't have they have a pretty good deck, but we just did not get our lands in the time frame we needed it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get myself something. Yeah, having 2 Owlbears stuck in my hand because I just didn't have enough lands is a great way for this to go. You know, it happens. Steadfast Paladin survived all the way till turn 6 or so. Yeah, there was a lot of positions that it's just like, I have to do this. I don't like that I do it, but I have to. So. Not really complaining, just annoyed. Oh right, as double strike. Yep. Well. Oh well. Yeah, 1 HP in a dream doesn't really work when you don't have enough creatures to stop their board. When you're dead on board, there's not really much of a dream. Just a hope that they make a mistake. That's all. Alright, we have a Ray of Enfeeblement again. I think we've proven that this is bad. Because my first play is on turn 4 otherwise. Alright, Neverwinter Dryad, that's ramp. Do I throw away the land because my Neverwinter Dryad acts as one of them? No, I still get rid of the trap. Alright. You want to Ray this? Because, yeah, that's what you're holding up. Ray, if you're holding like that, you're Ray of Enfeeblement. I'll block the Sepulchre Gal, and yes, I will allow the trade, because I have 3 drops to play, not 4 drops. So, I'm happy to trade. If you combat trick, yeah, you can't combat trick that, because then I just sacrifice. And I win that way. So, there was no negative repercussions to my actions. Alright, next turn I get an attack, and I get Ray whatever they attack to 1-for-1 trade, and I can still play Skullport Merchant. Alright, go right ahead. 3 damage. I get a Venture now. Or you get to play a big Hoarding Ogre or some... Okay. Plundering Barbarian was not the play I wanted to see. Will not deny that. Good. Alright, so Plundering Barbarian was the one case where I couldn't block properly. Oh well. I'm not going to trade a Ray of Enfeeblement for a Plundering Barbarian. I might trade it for the Valor Scener, but not the Plundering Barbarian. Yeah, they... Oh. Raven Feeble's my guy. Should I Raven Feeble back still? Yeah, why not? I don't know, I just find that really funny. You know, I really don't like having only lands in my deck. Next turn, I'll attack with Yuan-Ti Flame Blade. Have the Death Priest trigger game me skeletons. Skeletons could then be sacked for draw. So... Huh. Now they don't even get a treasure token. Alright, they're going to put it on the Hoarding Ogre. Yep. Now I need to start stopping their pressure, so I think I just Underdark Basilisk and leave it there. I want to draw a small playable. Alright. Because if I Underdark and Death Priest, then I can't... You know what? I think I have to do that. I think I have to play the Death Priest just to say you can't attack with the Plundering Barbarian. And I am willing to trade this Death Priest for the Plundering Barbarian. It's not a good trade for Plundering, but it's the trade I'm getting. Alright. Hexblade is okay. Oof. Five lands and card advantage. Oh well. 1, 2, 3. I did put them in a pretty tough spot thanks to the Basilisk. Alright, so they're still generating treasures. Okay. Alright. Do I want Green Dragon? So if I Green Dragon, I could attack? No, I can't. So I can Death Priest, and then I just kind of end my turn, and that's kind of lame. So I think I'm going to Green Dragon just to create a big, scary threat. Because they'd have to double block Skullport, but then they just block with their 2/2/2s. I only kill one of their 2/2s for a Skullport, and Skullport's far more valuable than that. Alright, this is a kind of board state where if I draw a land, I actually want to kill the Green Dragon to get myself more skeletons. So yeah. So this looks weird. This looks like a horrible play, but given the situation, this is actually the correct play in my mind. So now, and this looks absolutely absurd, I know. But now we get we get a card draw and 2 3/3s. And the 3/3s are far more powerful on this board state. I could then Spoils of the Hunt something threatening. I could, yeah, attack with the 3/3s. I sacrifice 1 to draw a card and get 2 more later. Alright, so they had to kill Death Priest of Merkle. They have a lot of treasure, but not much to do with it. I am happy using the skeletons to double block a 2/3. Or I could just use a 2/2 and a 1/4. If they have a, yeah, if they have a kill for the 1/4, I feel like they'd use it by now. Alright. Yeah, I think I just double block Valor Scener. I'm trying to think what they have, and I just don't see it. So I'm going to double block the Valor Scener, make sure they can't do that again. Alright. Herald of Hadar. Sounds great. So I could draw a card and get my skeleton back immediately. Or I can leave up Spoils of the Hunt. I think Spoils of the Hunt I could play another turn. So I'm gonna do this. If I take out one of their 2/2s, that's great. If I don't, I'll just sacrifice it and create another skeleton in its place. They have enough mana for anything, so I have a feeling they just have a land there. If it's not a land, it is Price of Loyalty, which I'm not sure how I beat that, honestly. Alright, so now I have a block for Vampire Spawn. I have a block for... Alright, Valor Scener. Common Inspiration, the Vampire Spawn. They're not attacking with it. No. No way they attack with that. Alright, so I have 6 mana. See if they're scared. They're not scared. That's okay. That's perfectly fine by me. Alright. So I can pay 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I still have enough to use Herald of Hadar. I still have enough to use Spoils of the Hunt plus Sack with Skullport. I have a lot of options right now. I like it. My turn? Alright, before it's my turn, let me take out some of your life. Do I attack with Herald? I could Spoils as a combat trick, so yeah. I'm okay with this. I actually probably shouldn't have attacked the skeleton. If they're smart, they'll do an additional block on Herald. Yep, like that. Alright, they triple block Herald. So yeah, let's kill these two, and I'll also Spoils to kill the vampires, to kill the Valor Scener. Alright, then I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana left open. So I can still use this to make them lose 2 life. Or I could just play and Scaled Herbalist and still Death Priest of Merkle. Yeah, let's see. Alright, I miscounted my numbers a little bit. That's okay, we'll just Death Priest of Merkle this turn. Good, 2/2. Took out 2 of theirs. Dungeon Crawler doesn't throw me in the slightest. Vampire Spawn, they can't get through my Skullport Merchant, I know. Yeah, whichever one you block, I sacrifice for a card draw. Which, yeah, that's the... Skullport Merchant is winning me this game. I'm gonna leave a sacrifice trigger up, just in case. I'm gonna just sacrifice a swamp. So, if I attack with Purple Worm, it eats up the Earth Cult Elemental and a creature with it. Or I can Black Dragon. So let's see. If I Black Dragon, then attack with Purple Worm. They have to block with these two. Or I can just wait. So yeah. Hold up. So if I attack with... So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make sure I have the mana to sack with Skullport Merchant, because this play is going to make sure, if they have Price of Loyalty, they can use Black Dragon to win the game, so I have to be ready to sacrifice my Black Dragon. 7. There we are. This threatens lethal. Yep, they have to double block it. I could have attacked with all. I just, I didn't want to die to a burn spell. Actually, I don't die to a burn spell. I should have attacked with all, prevent them from even having a turn. Oh well. If they have Price of Loyalty here, I get to sack my Black Dragon as a victory. Yep. Skullport Merchant, guys. Skullport Merchant is an insane card. You have so much land out? Yep. Sometimes you get a lot of lands. That was easily more than half the lands in my deck. Easily. And keep in mind, I sacrificed the land too, so, yeah. Definitely. As for white-blue seeming like a weird combo Lamberdroid, I'm not sure if you noticed. My last few drafts have been white-blue. Alright. So, if I get a green, this is all the mana I'll need. And if I don't get a green, my first play is Skullport Merchant. But Skullport Merchant draws me cards, and could, worst case scenario, be a Spoils of the Hunt trigger. So I'm gonna keep it. This is not a good keep. This is a, I don't want to go down to 6 cards keep. If I mulligan, I might just have 9 4/4 instead. You might have missed those streams, yep. Yeah. Blue-white has actually been a very strong combo for me. It fits into my ideas of how I play. It's a very, like, you kind of get the board into a bad, in a just kind of stall state, and then you just have a bunch of flyers to get over the opponent. All right. Thank goodness we got a forest. All right. I now have so many options. And because they're white, I will not be attacking into a possible you raise an alarm. But I will be blocking into a possible raise an alarm. Or, sorry, hear something on watch. That's the raise an alarm that I'm thinking of. It might actually be a good idea for them to contain my Skullport Merchant, which is great. So I can sacrifice my creatures for either lands or card advantage if they don't kill the Skullport. And they don't know what to do. Which is good, because I didn't give them any options. Alright. 2/3 flyer. I don't think I worry about this right now. Yeah. I could sacrifice the treasure to Owlbear. If I Owlbear the next turn, I never went to Dryad, I can sack and still sack for treasure. If I save the treasure, I will next turn have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can instead use the treasure for Black Dragon. I like this. It's a very slow play, but it gets me to my Black Dragon next turn, or it gets me to an Owlbear, and, like, in a more consistent, secure fashion. I don't really need to put pressure on them. I have a Skullport Merchant. I'm putting pressure on them like that. They need to get more aggressive cards, and they don't have it right now. Alright, if they just attack with the Pegasus, I'm okay with that. Alright, is that their turn? Loathsome Troll. Alright, and we're about to see why Loathsome Troll is a bad card, in my mind. So now I get to kill this Loathsome Troll, and I have a blocker for a Boreal Pegasus. Yeah, now I'll attack to the Priest of Ancient Lore. You can't block, I'd get 1 point of damage in. If you want to attack with the Priest of Ancient Lore, be my guest. Yep, if you want to spend your mana ambush playing Loathsome Troll, I am more than happy to respond in favors. Alright. So I can Owlbear. I don't want this drawing cards. I'm just wondering if I want to Spoils of the Hunt it, or just... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can Underdark Basilisk and use Spike Pit Trap. I like that. If they have a kill shot for this, I can Spoils of the Hunt, kill the Treaded Outlander real fast. Oh, that thing has reach. Okay. Alright. I mean, they had to know this was here. So they have a card to try to counter this, but if I get my treasure token, I also get Spoils of the Hunt, and I will kill it anyways. They have, you see some, whatever it's called. You hear someone approaching or whatever, yeah. 7 Winds or Riot, I'm going for it. I'm going for it, vibes. Thank you for coming by the way. Alright. So they're bouncing back both of their creatures. Just smart on their part. Oh, and their priest. Okay. Well, I'll play Basilisk. And have fun attacking with the Intrepid Outlander. What's the fastest match you had someone... What's the fastest you've had someone concede in your matches? So this is back when I was at Bronze, but I've definitely had a game where the game started and they basically immediately conceded. Like, they just needed to go or something. Or they just never played. Maybe they, just, like, their turn came around, the timer thinned out until it just disappeared and it was gone. Oof. Alright. They're venturing with the Pegasus. Alright. I'm blocking the Outlander. I'll take 6. Yep. So they gain Scry 1, and then they gain a Goblin. Alright. So they have a pretty good deck here. Oh, they have all their mana tapped. I'm okay blocking here. Seven. Alright. So if I do this, I need to draw a forest in order to Spoils of the Hunt. Otherwise, I can just Purple Worm. Let's see, if I Spoils of the Hunt, I still cannot play Purple Worm. So I think I'm going to Owlbear, hoping to draw a forest. Alright. I'm a hold here. They can, Delver's Torch, equip it to Guardian of Faith, and I have to block with my Owlbear. But then that kind of stops that trade there. Target creature gets -4, -0. So I can... Ooh, that's smart. That's where the smarts come in. Alright. Because they made a treasure token, they can now go to -4, -0. Make their attacks net positive. They have a trick. They have to have a trick to do this play. Alright. So, giving the creatures +1/+1. Yeah, I'll block with both, and then if they have a combat trick, that I'm thinking of, I'll just buff the... I'll just sacrifice the Black Dragon for card draw. And I still have a Purple Worm coming up with the Spoils of the Hunt ready. Yep. Alright. Now I'll just sacrifice the Black Dragon. The Owlbear still kills the Guardian of Faith. And I get a card draw. There's the force I needed. Alright. So I can now Yuan-Ti Fameblade, and Spoils of the Hunt the Arboreal Pegasus. Oh god, Minsk. Alright, so this is sorcery speed upgrading. So we're going to wait for him to super upgrade something, and then we're going to Fameblade to kill. Yep. Not the best position, but a position I will actually manage in. So yeah, my guess is Binks is going to make a 7/7, probably, with another land play. And we're going to respond by killing 7/7 with Spoils of the Hunt. Probably the Arboreal Pegasus if I'm lucky. Alright. 6/6 Minsk. Or 6/6 Boo. Alright. Well, they tapped out all their mana. I'm taking 3 here, 4 here. But then I get to, oh, they attacked with Minx. Perfect. Because I need to kill Minx. I need to kill Minx. I'm actually going to kill the Pegasus. And then I'm going to kill the Beloved Ranger. And now they have a 2-1 and a 1-1. I am low on health, but they have a 2-1 and a 1-1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. I think this is probably a good time to play Purple Worm. And then next turn I can play Green Dragon. But yeah, Purple Worm's a lot harder to use combat tricks on than Green Dragon, because if they have like a +2/+2 or something like that, then they can trade with Green Dragon, a way they just cannot with Purple Worm. Ooh. Not the answer I expected, but yeah. If they somehow have a way to like minimus containment my Purple Worm, I could respond by sacrificing it. Alright. Force to block. So it's forced to attack next turn, so I can just block and kill then. And otherwise it's forced to block if I have a better play. Like if I get Shisara or something. Shistra. Alright, so they equip it. If I attack, it kills 2 creatures. Here we go. Alright, this is the turnaround. So I do this. I attack with Purple Worm. It's killing this, plus probably another Minsk as well. And then we have the Death Priest loop that we've been using. And the Death Priest will be my win condition here. Yep, they have to block with both. And they also see I have scary, if I have Bull Strength, they just lose so hard. So they want to block with the Minsk to guarantee it, but if they block with Minsk and I don't have it, they just lost Minsk for free. You know, I should have attacked and then Death Priest. Oh well. Ingenious Smith. Alright. Next turn I could Green Dragon. Ooh. Next turn I could Green Dragon attack with a skeleton. And I always win the trade. And then I can still sacrifice the skeleton, draw cards, and all that jive. Alright. Well, the Cloister Gargoyle being a 4/5 is definitely going to be an issue with the Delver's Torch. But I think I will have ways around it at the end of the day. Tomb of Annihilation because they know the game's ending soon. That's smart on their part. If they equip it to Minx, I'm blocking with a 2/2 and just killing the Minx. I think. Yeah, I'm not discarding Green Dragon. Yep, so I'm losing 2 life here. I have to. Do I even bother killing Minx with the skeleton? No. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. And yes, I think the card draw is more important than the green dragon. So if they equip that, then we get a 3/3 that we have to deal with. So I'm going to decline on drawing a card with Shistra. So with this one, I will pay 1. This one I will decline. Alright, there we are. They turn this to a 3/3 I block with Shistra and the skeleton. They only get to kill 1. Loathsome Troll actually is not even that good for them because the 2/2 skeletons get to kill it, so they have to keep investing mana into it, and if they roll poorly, they roll poorly. Oh god. So that thing's a 4/2 trampler. Alright. Sacrificing a land. Easy choice to sacrifice a land. Alright, here. Do it like that to make sure no trample damage gets through. They could still only kill 1. So do they value Shistra or the skeleton more? Oof. Next turn I could Green Dragon, make sure that it kills the Bruenor. But yeah, this Delver's Torch is actually helping them win the game really well. They're leaving up their mana, that's just for Loathsome Troll. They're not actually doing anything of importance. Yep. Awesome, they rolled low. I can deal with a recurring Loathsome Troll. Do I just want to sacrifice this, make Hexblade, and get more card draw? I have 70 cards left in my deck. I don't think that's the lost condition, though. Green Dragon, I just play, and it dies in a trade. I don't like that as much. Yeah, I think I still play Scaled Herbalist here. And we now have the necessary to block Ingenious Smith or Bruenor. So yeah, I think I double block the Bruenor and just lose the 1/3 for 5/3. Deck of Many Fiends. They have to roll a nat 20 for that to be real. Okay, so Deck of Many Fiends is a good win condition. I definitely need more artifact destruction against a deck like this. The card advantage is very powerful, but they can't get a creature from my deck to win the game with. Fortunately. Yep, okay, so they attack with Genius Smith. We know their hand is just Loathsome Troll. So I double block to kill. Alright. Was worried about that. But we technically have an out here. Though I don't like it. I'm attacking with a Scaled Herbalist. I'm going to turn it into a skeleton. Alright, I get what they're doing. They want to tap the Deck of Many Fiends, say if I roll nat 20, you lose the game off of your own play. But the thing about it is you can't roll nat 20 as long as you have Loathsome Troll in your hand. But yeah, it's still infinite card advantage, basically. And that's the thing that's scaring me. Let's see, we've drawn 10 lands. Okay, there's not many cards left in the deck. So, but yeah, we are falling out of strength, and they got, yeah, I mean, we're facing a Mythic Legendary. We're facing a deck that has some late game potential in a way others haven't. Okay. Okay. If I draw another Spiked Pit Trap, I actually get myself back into a good position. At least in an okay position. Ooh, I just realized a really strong move. Yep, that, and then they just attack with a 7/5. I have to block with both to kill it. So I'm going to leave this land in my hand for the discard a card effect in next venture. Yeah, I think I still need to do this. I don't like it, but I think I still need to do this. We've drawn 11 lands, so there's only 6 left in the deck. So, gosh, I now realize just how many lands 17 lands is. Yep. We're in a very bad spot if you haven't noticed. I think we've already lost the game. I'm just clinging on to hope. I've seen people perish due to stupid mistakes this late in the game. So I'm just clinging on to that hope. Yeah, Bruenor definitely became an issue. Instrument of the Bard's not even worth noting. Honestly, get all the luck that I have to deal with out now. If they could draw through their deck and I can win through that, then I'd appreciate it. And I just lose the game here. Alright. Discard a card. I'm playing to the impossible, non-existent outs, but I'm going to play to them, at the very least. See if there's something I don't understand that I could actually do. And it's not. Nope. Alright. Yeah. Bruenor plus that Delver's Torch was actually extremely strong, and I was not prepared for that. Yep. I don't think I stumbled. I think they just did really well. I did an attack that forced them into a combat trick that was positive for them. That was not what I expected. I honestly forgot that the 2/3 had reach. And, yeah. There's a few mistakes like that cost me. Also, I still stand by, Drew. Like, I've been drawing a lot of lands. But then again, I'm at 17. I've been saying that this format's... You got it at 16. Alright. So I have Neverwinter Dryad to block a creature and then sacrifice itself. Unfortunately, we do not have double black for Priest of Merpool, but we can play a Yuan-Ti Faneblade next turn anyways, so... Yeah, I'd rather block and sacrifice to prevent 1 damage than to gain 1 damage. I win in the later game anyways. Yep. This actually blocked 2, so I appreciate it. Alright, at this point, Skullport Merchant is just a better blocker as a 3-mana 1/4. Because it could actually block the Shambling... Yeah. 3-mana 1/4 is better because they could just attack with a 2/1 and the Death Toucher can't block. The fact that I could still Ray of Enfeeblement actually feels pretty good. Alright, buff itself. Let's see the combat trick, and then I can Ray. I'm not afraid. Alright, there's the combat trick. Okay. Fair enough. Manticore. Oh, Owlbear. There's my swamp. And if they do something strong with that Manticore, I can still Ray of Enfeeblement it, which feels good. Otherwise, I could Death Priest of Merkle and deal with that later. Actually, I like that. I can Death Priest of Merkle, then Ray. Am I scared of the 3 damage? Let's see. I'm just trying to calculate. They're almost out of cards. I am actually more scared of 3 damage than I am anything else right now. Alright. I think I'm going to attack with Owlbear. They have to basically double block with a Shambling Guest or with a to stop it, and then I get my Death Priest trigger. I am perfectly happy with those trades. And if they don't take those trades, I can UNT Fade Malade. Yeah, if they block the Valor Scener, I'm just in an even better position. But yeah, they should double block the Shambling Guests. They take 2 damage and kill my Owlbear. That is not the correct block. I am actually killing the Shambling Guest first, just in case they have a combat trick to buff up Valor Scener's health. That is very good for me now. So either they need something to kill this Death Priest right now before the trigger goes on the stack, which it already went, so... Alright. I'm fine with a pair of goblins. Alright. Obvious attack. Yeah, I like Owlbear. Yep. They just were very aggressive. Ooh, that's why they were so aggressive. I was wondering. I just drew 10 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Well, 10 lands versus... counting just a bit. Alright, so they kill the Owlbear. The Fane Blade. So 10 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 non-lands. Okay. Fine. 9 lands, 7 non-lands. Still, these are not... They leave it to block. I'm not sure you recognize how amazingly good it is that they left their Westgate region to block for me. Yeah, I'm not fast enough for the other opportunity to work. That works. For now. It doesn't work next turn. So if they keep leaving it untapped like they are now... Alright, I say we go for it. Yes. And I'll discard a swamp, I guess? No, I'll discard the forest. Submit 1. Alright. So unless that card is a combat trick... Alright. So they literally... That was their big play. Alright. They get a Basilisk. And then I attack with all. And they're now at 3. And I create a Goblin. Why wouldn't you attack with Westgate Regent? I'd be dead before I killed you. I'm pretty darn sure. I'm so shocked that they did not attack with the Westgate Regent. I am so shocked they did not attack with the Westgate Regent. I am so shocked they did not attack with the Westgate Regent. I'm just saying that multiple times to make it clear just how shocked I am that they did not attack with the Westgate Regent. I guess there are still mistakes this late in the games. I guess. Alright, Neverwinter Dryad. I can either Scaled Herbalist or Hired Hexblade. Or I could just sack for mana. Yeah, if I play a land, even if I draw a land here, I could still dungeon map and play. Or, you know what? I'm going to Hired Hexblade, just... Yeah. Because they have no creatures in play. Let's get a little damage in. Why not? I mean, if they have absolutely no creatures, I say we go ham. And yes, I am saying that with a question mark. So we're land ruined, but they have no creatures right now, so if that remains true for this turn as well, we are good. But just a question, is it for the... That's a removal spell, that's not a creature spell. Seeing that I'm mana ruined, you probably should have taken the Neverwinter Dryad, but... I mean, I'm not complaining. This is not me complaining, this is me just analyzing your plays. Dear Rockman. Alright, I'm going to dungeon map. Because this can let me ramp into Owlbear if I draw another land. And if they kill the Neverwinter Dryad, I could still venture with a dungeon map. So, gives me options. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clattering Skeletons, okay. Thank you, mana. Owlbear. That's where all my lands were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I will block with Scaled Herbalist and then tap the Scaled Herbalist to give me a forest. Oh, if they attack with Clattering Skeletons, I can now double block and kill the Clattering Skeletons and they only kill one of my creatures. I like that trade. Alright. Swamp just in time. Alright. I think I attack with Owlbear, threatening a combat trick, or I can 1, 2. Okay. Here's another play, and I think I like this a little more because it lets me spread wide. Alright, I get a forest. I'm not attacking in. And I now get a skeleton. Awesome. Now I can start attacking in with, like, the skeleton and the owlbear. I have enough mana for Purple Worm. Well, if I get another mana, I can actually Purple Worm and venture with the dungeon map. Oof. But yeah, this acting as a mana sink is really good for me. And I think at this point, I am going to block with the Owlbear if I can, to stop the Clattering Skeletons. It's more important to play Purple Worm, or to play Skullport Merchant, sack, get some card advantage. I think the card advantage will come later. So, yeah, I'm just going to play Purple Worm. And yeah. See, Purple Worm, 3, 4, 4, 3. That's a total of 7, 7, which means it gets to block and kill both. Then hopefully... Yep, I saw this coming so they could precipitous drop the Owlbear. That's why I wanted to get the Skullport Merchant out, to sack the Owlbear before this occurred and the precipitous drop completed. I just realized they used their treasure token to get a Veteran Engineer out. But now they don't have the answer for Purple Worm. It has Ward if they try to Charm Sleeping it, because I think that's what they're about to do right now. They're going to try to Charm Sleep. Or they really wanted to at the very least. Let's see. 3, 5. Alright. Resolve. So I can Green Dragon and attack with all. Or I can Skullport Merchant, attack with Purple Worm, and then deal with that later. So which one do I want to do, is my big question. Skullport Merchant will give me late game win condition, so I have a feeling I kind of want to... Yeah. I just want to apply pressure now. Yep. Now they're at 4 health, which is where I wanted to put them. So now they have to deal with the Green Dragon now. And even after they deal with the Green Dragon, they still have to deal with Purple Worm. And I could dungeon into Lost Mine of... or into Tomb of Annihilation now. They'll discard a card, sacrifice the land. Yeah, okay, so that's the main reason I don't like Tomb of Annihilation. Because it loses them 1 life, and then you cycle through, and they just don't really care about the other issues. Meanwhile, the alternative is I scry, I create a 1/1, I then make them lose 1 life, and I gain 1 life, and then I draw a card. The 4/4 is definitely... the 4/4 Death Toucher is definitely strong, but... now they have to deal with both Green Dragon and Purple Worm. If they tap to Charm Sleep the Purple Worm to eat through the ward, they don't have the mana to tap with the half-elf monk on the Green Dragon. So they have to Charm Sleep the Green Dragon and have to... they cannot tap with a half-elf monk now for the Purple Worm. Flump. Good for them. I will take card draw. Yeah, the other attacks are not worthwhile. So, the fact that people are decking, putting Flump main deck actually surprises me quite a bit. So now we each draw a card. Death Priest of Murgle gives me more. It's elsewhere. So I could second Death Priest, and yeah, I think that's the play. Second Death Priest. And now I have 2 triggers. So I'm going to create an army of skeletons that I can swing in next turn. And if any of the skeletons hit, the dungeon map actually gives me lethal. Through Tomb of Annihilation. Alright. Where are they putting in the hole? I feel like they just have to put a single skeleton in the hole. Alright. Alright, so I attack with the 8/7 and the 2 3/3s. Yep. I'm in a very tough position. They double block? Okay. That makes more sense. Alright. So I think I just Owlbear. And, yeah, pay the mana to keep going. Just another threat that they have to block. Yep. Our position is great. We never even need to play the Skullport Merchant. The Double Death Priests just caught... Double Death Priest is like the spell Skeletal Swarming, and Skeletal Swarming is an enchantment bomb that if you get out, you win the game usually. If you get out and you don't lose the game the next turn, you win. So, good to have Double Death Priest. Makes me want to have picked the Grim Bounty, over the Black Dragon, almost. Alright. Opponent goes first. Our first play's on 3, but I think we're a slow deck. I think if we mulligan, we're not going to get a better curve. So, I'm going to take the opportunity. Because we have an Owlbear, we have a Herald. Like, we have plays once we get past this part of the game. So. And they got mana ruined. I would definitely appreciate a 4-drop, but I'm okay if I don't get it. I get a feeling that... Oh. I am okay with this trade, actually. Alright, I get a Venture. Free! Sweet! I think I'm happy with more Owlbears. I think I actually want more Owlbears. So now I can block the Vampire Spawn. I get a Swamp, Owlbear. I just get all Owlbear. Owlbear! Owlbear! Never enough Owlbear. Yeah, I could tap this to get the Swamp in play, which is nice. Alright. Gonna start by attacking with Owlbear. And I get Spoils of the Hunt in response. Do I want Herald? No, I want more Owlbear. Just bird deck. Oh, wow. Well, my Spoils of the Hunt's going to be absolutely insane. There we go. Kill that. Alright, I'm going to play my own Death Priest, but unfortunately I do not have the mana to trigger the ability. Oh well. I have Owlbear. If they attack with Vampire Spawn, I'm just laying it through. Yep. I agree. You should let Owlbear through. There's totally not going to be third Owlbear. Yeah. I'll just be clear, if I saw this from my... If I was on my opponent's side and a person played 3 Owlbears, I would just be so angry. Like, why was your players just giving you all the Owlbears? It's unreasonable. Unreasonable. Okay, so I could turn the Hired Hexblade into a card draw. Then I could stack the Hired Hexblade for another card draw and get myself a skeleton out of it. I like that. Alright. But yeah, I've done all of this, and I basically have not lost any card advantage. which is what makes this so absolutely insane. Alright, I'm going to actually start with Higher Hexblade because if I draw something good, I'd like to know. I can force Death Priest to block. I like that. I force Death Priest to block. I attack with both Owlbears. They want to double block. So yeah, they're going to double block the Vampire Spawn, and yep, that's the exact block you should take. And if you want to double block with the other one, I'm okay killing all but the Null Hunter. Well, I guess the Vampire Spawn doesn't die either. Kill the Outlander, and kill the Death Priest. So now I draw a card, and get another Skeleton token. The Green Dragon for the next swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. If I swing in with all, I technically have lethal. Though I don't think they're going to block the easiest way. Doesn't matter how they block. Not anymore. Oh, I'd agree. I'd agree. I understand. I understand. I still play it through. As you've seen, I still play it through. Just, I understand. Whew. Well. Ramping to lethal. Gain all the things I need. We're at 6-2. Let's see if we can get 7 wins. It's kind of funny, I feel like I lose often when I first start, and then I can make my way up to this encounter where it's the 9th game. Or the 10th game, I think. Tensions are all... No, it's 9th game. 9th game. Tensions are there. Spooky action at a distance. Oh my gosh. Diamond rank spooky action at a distance. I'm going to draw lands. Scaled Herbalist is going to allow me to play an Owlbear much earlier. The fact that you're this late into the format with a Great Axe main deck is actually very terrifying. Alright, if I draw Swamp, I can tap to get myself a Death Priest. I'm not even sure if I want to use it because they're going to attack with a Goblin. I'm going to play it anyways. It's mana efficient. Yep, they can attack with their 2-1. Alright. Awesome. And I'm going to leave this up so I can play the forest. Awesome. I think I value the Owlbear more. Alright, I can't spoil the hunt, so I'm going to Neverwinter Dryad, so I can trade as a 1-1. Great Axe costs 5 to equip, so they can't equip it yet. I was feeling we were going to face like Brunor or Hobgoblin Captain or something like that. Alright, so that's a 9-1 first striker. That explains where all their power's coming from. Alright, so I have to block the 9-1 with a Neverwinter Dryad. And I have to block the Goblin with just the 1-3. I think that's the plays. Reduce the damage as much as possible. 1-1. 1-3. Alright. Alright, so if I Spoils of the Hunt, then I have enough mana to still play Purple Worm. So I get Spoils of the Hunt, kill Brunor. This theme becomes a 7-1, which still can't kill Purple Worm. And I get an attack in with 10, so... Well, I think I attack... Yeah. No, attacking in for 10 is actually very important. So now they're at 4, so Owlbears are lethal. So now I can Purple Worm without issue. And now the Owlbears are lethal, so I am going to block with Purple Worm if they bring it, if I have to, because there's a critical hit card that could... Well, actually, no, they have to still get a few cards. But there's still a few card combination that could cause Hobgoblin Captain to win them the game here, where if I just let the Owlbears do their job. The fact that they're paused tells me that they don't have those card combinations, or they would have played it already. They would have attacked and gone for it already. So they do not have lethal. They're trying to think of how they defend. That's what I read from this pause. Might be reading a little too deep into it, but that's what I'm reading. If I attack with all, they have to block. The only one they can go unblocked is Death Priest of Merkel, which is also the one they don't want to have go blocked. I think they might have removal, which is why they're trying to figure out, is there a win condition I have? Alright. We got 7 wins. Whew. So, you're welcome. Who wanted the 7 wins? 7 wins or bust. Lambo Droid. 7 or bust. Lambo Droid, I did it for you. Whew. Well, what caused that? Purple Worms and Owlbears. Death Priests were also great. See, Shisra is very vulnerable, but if you have early game, Sishra is very good. The thing is, all the, here's the thing. At the end of turn, if a creature dies, those go fantastically with stuff like Skullport Merchant and other Death Priests. So, that was actually a fantastic theme. So yeah, I think this was a good deck. Would Find the Path be good here? I think the problem with Find the Path is I'd have to, take out Herald, put in Find the Path. How would that feel? I think that actually would be good because we have enough late game, and that allows us turn 3 ramp to an Owlbear. So, and Owlbears won us those games. Those last 2 games were Owlbears only. Oh my gosh. I appreciate it, Owlbear. I appreciate it. I don't see Owlbear too often, so seeing 3 of them in the same deck feels fantastic. Whew. So good to have this run. Werewolf Pack Leader. Ooh, Pack Access deck. Glad to have the Loathsome Troll here, because I'm sure as heck not picking it in my drafts. But 7 wins, and more Restgate Regents. Owlbear, you hero. Aw, man. Varus is also a great card. Yeah, we just got... I feel like we didn't get any, specific bomb, but we just had a good mid-range, ramp stompy sort of deck. And yeah, the Death Priests and the Skullport Cutthroat were just such a good value engine that it allowed me to just grind my way through opponents. Alright, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.